Good morning, guys. I wanted to make a quick video for you to talk about the most important skill a lawyer should have, or the most important skill one should have to get into law school. So let me start from the beginning. To get into law school, you have to pass the law school admission test. What is this test exactly? This test has three parts: the logical reasoning part, the logic games part, and the reading comprehension. What is the point of this test and your journey through law school and then passing the bar exam to become an attorney? The whole point of it all is to know how to argue, to know how to reason. Because in order to be a good lawyer, you have to be a very rational person. So let me back up a little bit. In the very human soul, we have three very important aspects. There is the logical part of the human soul, which is the reasoning part, which is the most important part. And then there's also the most basic part of the human soul. And what is that? And that is our need for food, sex, safety. That's the most basic part of the human soul. And then there is the spirited part of the human soul, which is the part of the human soul that thinks with emotions. But in order to be a good lawyer and in order to know how to argue and to persuade people, you have to be able to use the most rational part of the human soul. I would like to give an example of a few people that I've been thinking of recently that I thought they were really persuasive people. Aside from those big ones that you're probably thinking of right on the top of your head, for example, leaders of World War II, such as Hitler, he was a very persuasive person. Or other leaders, I would like to kind of look at the popular culture and what we're seeing in Netflix. Recently, a show I have been watching was the one with Sofia Vergara, the one about Griselda. So, her character was we don't know if we should love her or hate her, but one thing we do know is that this character, she was a very persuasive person. She knew how to convince people to get what she wants. Or other characters such as Anna Delvey. People who could be very persuasive, they could use their persuasion in bad ways, like to be really good criminals, or they could also use their persuasions to be really good world leaders and actually help people, like Nelson Mandela or Gandhi or all these other really good world leaders. So just because someone knows how to persuade or someone is a rational person, that doesn't always make them a good person, because they could use their arguments to actually do evil in the world. But what I'm trying to say in this video is the importance of this skill that is needed to become a lawyer or to become a persuasive person. And the importance is to know how to argue. And to know how to argue, you have to think in logical ways. What do I mean by that? I mean that you have to be able to back up your arguments. You have to have good if-then results. It's very, in a way, mathematical. You have to have good logic. For example, let's say that if this is your logic, what I'm about to say, this is wrong. Like, this is not a good way to persuade. You say, all dogs are mammals. I am a mammal, therefore I'm a dog. Yeah, that is an argument, but that is not backed up by logic. So how you want to be making arguments is, in a way, I want to keep this video short, but it's in a way that you want to be rational about it. So think to yourself, when you say something, what are you using to back up your beliefs? And if your arguments are not rational, then you're not making a good argument, and you have to learn to work on those skills, basically. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway, I would like to make another video just talking about how to make an argument, but this video has to be under 5 minutes, so I'm gonna say goodbye now. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good day. Cheers.